And this is a Euro game where players are trying to get the most victory points in order to be crowned the next village elder. And each round, players are going to be deciding how they want to spend their effort in order to get them into the best position as the next village elder. Players will be managing and distributing their effort by using these effort cubes, and each player is going to have a cube matching their player color, and then you're going to be able to put those effort cubes into different areas out on the main board or on your personal player board or on these different job cards in order to put effort into completing those different items. Putting effort cubes onto the different job cards that you're able to acquire are going to allow you to complete those jobs in order to earn an income, and you can choose to put any amount of cubes onto those job cards and you'll still complete them. You'll just gain more money for filling in more of those cubes. The catch here is that if you do have a job card and you don't put any cubes onto it on your following turn, then you're going to be losing that job card and it's going to go incompleted. But the nice thing about jobs is they are categorized into different icons, and as you complete more jobs with those icons, you become more efficient at that type of job. This means that you'll be able to gain the upgraded version of those cards, gaining you even more income for the same number of cubes. Players are also going to have expenses that they're going to need to pay each and every round, and you can help to keep those expenses down by putting effort cubes on your own personal player board. And you can always choose not to do that, but for any of these spaces that go unfilled, it's going to be increasing your expenses for each and every following round. And yes, you can go into debt in this game, so you'll want to keep that under control. But the most exciting place to put your effort cubes is out on the main board, because there's a whole bunch of different locations out in the village where you can contribute your effort, and each of these are going to work a little bit differently, but they also kind of share the same mechanism that is really unique to this game. And the way that this effort placement works is that you'll be able to distribute however many cubes as you want onto the different areas of the board, as long as you're staying within the limits of those individual spaces. But then after all the players have done this, you're going to be moving on to the next phase, resolving the benefits of those effort cubes that you put out, and these can do different things like move you up in player order, gain you new job cards or challenge cards which can earn you victory points for the end of the game. But then for any of the other locations that have an associated track, you're going to have a choice. You can either choose to move one of those cubes onto the starting location of that track, and this might come at a cost, or instead you can choose to resolve those cubes, and then for each cube resolved, it's going to push one of your tokens up that track. And this is a good thing because as you move up these tracks, you're going to be gaining different benefits, but then you're also going to get a larger benefit for reaching the end of the track, and then you're also going to get your cube back, which you can then spend to do more actions. The different benefits you can get on these tracks could reduce your expenses or increase your income, as well as just gain you coins that you could spend on cards throughout the game, or they could just gain you victory points. After all the players have resolved their cubes, taking back any that were spent and leaving any that are still out on tracks, then players are going to have to pay their expenses as outlined on their own personal player board. Then the rounds continue like this until the end of the game. Then the player with the most victory points wins the game, and if you're interested in this one or want to learn more, I have links in the description below.